Okay, this is the verse to Plush. Now there's quite a few chords to this one, so you may want to get out a pen and paper or even go online and find some tabs for it. I'm going to play along with the music first so you can get a good look at what's going on, and then we're going to go over it chord by chord. And like I said, there's quite a few chords, but don't worry, I'm going to go through them finger by finger for you so you can get them all down. Alright, so there we go. There's our verse. It all starts on a G5 chord. And by the way, all the chords that I'm using in this part of the song use either 5 or 6 strings. These two, the C and the E flat major 7, are the only two that use 5 strings. So all the rest are 6 strings. With that in mind, so you can get a closer eye on what's going on here, I'm going to zoom in and get it so you can see my left hand a little bit better here. And put it right in the middle of the screen. There we go. And here's what we're going to look like. We're going to start with a G5 chord. A lot of you may be familiar with this one already. If you're not, we're going to use our third and pinky on the second string and first string. First finger on the 5th string, 2nd fret, and 3rd finger, or 2nd finger rather, on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and we strum them all. Should sound like that. From there we have a D over F sharp chord. The way we do that one is we use our first finger on the 2nd fret of the 6th string, our 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 3rd finger on 2nd fret of the 1st string. So we're kind of squishing them all together here. Pinky's going to slide over here in between the 2nd and 3rd to the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And by the way, the 5th string, this string is going to be muted by the edge of your 1st finger. So that one's not going to ring. It's just going to sound like that. Chord after that is F. Those of you familiar with bar chords, this is just a standard bar chord with our first finger across all 6 strings on the 1st fret, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, and 3rd and pinky working together on the 3rd fret of the 5th and 4th strings. From there we move to C. Notice we have a finger in common between F and C, our 3rd finger, use it for leverage. That finger's on the 3rd fret of the 5th string. 2nd finger is going to be on 2nd fret of 4th string, and 1st finger is going to be on the 1st fret of the 2nd string, and we strum 5 strings for this one. From there we move to E flat major 7. I'm going to give you a couple fingerings for this one. We'll cover the one that sounds a little bit more full first. To do this, we bar the 3rd fret on the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. Our 3rd finger comes to the 5th fret of the 4th string, and pinky on the 6th fret of the 5th string, so it ends up looking like this. An alternate fingering for this, it sounds almost the same, just not quite as thick, is to use your 1st finger on the 1st fret of the 4th string and your 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st strings. And then finally we go to a D chord, which is 1st finger, 2nd fret, 3rd string, 2nd finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, and 3rd finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string. And so our whole sequence here is G, or G5 here, to D over F sharp, to F, to C, E flat major 7, D, and then it starts again. Like so. And there's the verse. Let me zoom out here for a minute, and I'll get a good look at my strumming hand so you can see how I strum it once through here, so you can see both hands together. Now you can also throw some mutes in there, and the way you do that is you use the heel of your hand to kind of mute the strings a bit, and you can also lift off the frets here to mute the strings and throw them in there like this. He has a few mutes in there here and there. So that's what it sounds like when you put some mutes in there. The chorus is muted pretty heavily, the verse not so much. So with that in mind, I think the next section is the bridge. We'll do the bridge next.